everyone. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing this month? All right, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes before all of you join me in. And while I'm waiting for you guys, I have got some sage burning. So, we start off in a very positive, empowering way. So, I'm going to put that sage down. All right, I'll put it next to me so that I can show you guys. And I'm also going to check that I'm on the right group, the right place. And then I'm going to do a add everyone. All right. So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes until more of you join me in. And yes, there we are. All right. You see, guys, can you feel the sage? So let's spend a couple of seconds enjoying the beauty of the sage. And I wanted to thank all of you all for your kind tips. It really means a lot to me. And thank you so much for all the support that you guys do, because that helps me to spend more time in this area of my life, which is developing more content, channeling more content, giving you more guidance and advice. And so happy to see you all. Hi Stephanie, hi Mai, hi Madonna, hi Annette. Everyone says hi to everyone. And today's topic is very, very interesting. I kind of did like a mini version of it through one of my video discourses, but today we are going to sit down and break it down. Like, why do they actually do that? Why do they ghost you? Why do they ignore you? And everything. Firstly, I would like to thank all of you who have tipped me. And Annette, thank you so much for always being the first one to send me such a generous tip every life. And I appreciate that so much. And thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Dawn, and thank you, Mai. And you guys are awesome with your angel number, donation numbers. You guys are really on point. I love you guys for that. You guys are so amazing. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Erin. Hi, Karen. Good to see you all. See, more sage. You see, I need to burn my sage more, because it's like, it's taking a while to heat up. Oh, thank you for your generous donation as well. All right. So, whenever you guys are ready, I'll delve right into topic. Let me burn my sage a little bit more, because, see, I'm running out of matches. It's like I have to sage a couple of times a day to actually get it all going. All right, so I'm going to start today's topic with a blast, which is, hi Michelle, good to see you. All right, how have you all been feeling? Because September has been an interesting month with all the retrogrades meeting one another. So Venus retrograde ended, and then we have the goddess portal. And the goddess portal has been amazing. So the goddess portal actually ends on the 17th, which is today. See, 9 days. But I still have the activator amplifier for that. If you guys want to still enjoy the effects of it, I actually have a $99 corner on my website. You can check that out. As this weekend is special, I'm offering 11% discount on all my services, including the ones that's already discounted. So the coupon code is Weekend Special 1617. So add that at checkout, and it will automatically calculate the discount. So, all right, guys, I am going to delve right into topic. So, 15 viewers, 13 comments, and 5 reactions. Guys, send me more reactions so that more of y'all can watch this video. So Michelle says, I'm not feeling really well, so I may duck out early. Or that's all right. I know you always watch later. Hello, beautiful, cute, Tuesday is beautiful to everyone. And yes. All right. So why does your divine masculine ghost you? Okay, I'm going to do step by step. So we'll start with ghosting, ignoring, and completely ignoring you. So why does your divine masculine ghost you? If you look at things in a very energetic perspective, you will notice that ghosting is part of the energetic, overwhelming sense of energetic. How do I put it into words? So basically, he's overwhelmed by your energies. So he thinks that ghosting you is the best way. So ghosting is also a safe place because he hasn't blocked you. But at the same time, he goes towards ignoring. Right? But ghosting is such a safe space. So within ghosting, there are different categories. So one is that I block you, I ghost you category. One is I ghost you, I ignore you category. So most of you twin flames, divine feminines especially, would experience either or both. Blocking is the worst. I always tell my divine masculines, blocking is the worst sign of disrespect you can give. And one of the things I even told my own divine masculine was like, please, if there's ever a situation where we don't talk, please don't block me. And he did respect it then, and he continues to respect it till today. So that is something you guys can do. You can tell your divine masculine directly, even if you feel overwhelmed or even if you feel like there's nothing you can do. Don't block me, because blocking is so hurtful and disrespectful. It's like all that you have had with that person, it all disappears because that act is drastic. But inherently, the reason why people block another person is because they can't get them out of their head. So in their defense, what they are doing is not exactly wrong per se, but at the same time, it's an act of disrespect. Again, why is your DM disrespecting you? So let's explore that. Do you have self-respect for yourself? Do you enjoy being with yourself? Do you value yourself? Are you a yes person or are you a no person? I was recently watching this video where the content creator was basically saying that her ex-husband, who's very, very successful, when he was becoming successful, used to say no a lot. For everything he would say no. So does my 2-year-old nephew. No, no, no. And the power of saying no is very, very transformative, because it says that you are drawing boundaries towards anyone or anything or any experience and channeling that energy towards you. So saying no is a very healthy boundary because you're not bound by anyone or anybody. So no is very healthy, and no means a lot of things. And I'm not interested in you is one of no, right? But you have to also understand something about the human nature. People change all the time. People's position towards things and people change all the time too. So your divine masculine may not have been interested in you back in 2020, but that doesn't mean he continues to be not interested in you in 2023. So stop taking people's words like gospel truth. Literally, I'm using an idiom here. Instead, count every moment as it is in present. Hello, Tamara. Good to see you. Oh, Madonna said something. My twin has been silent for over a year, and after telling me he dreams about me and can't stop thinking about me, and then he blocked me and went silent. Makes my heart hurt. Exactly. That's what I was saying, Madonna. When they feel overwhelmed with your energies, the first thing that they do is block you, because it's their way of like drawing that boundary. There are only two reasons someone would block someone. Either they love the person a lot or they hate the person a lot. You will only block a person you have strong emotions towards. And that is the reality of life. So as I was speaking, hey Frank, good to see you. Hey Chantal, good to see you. As I was talking about the different types of behaviors within the divine masculine universe, being overwhelmed is a big part of why they behave the way they behave. And saying no in a very healthy way is actually very good for all of us. So when the divine masculine actually says, I'm not interested in you, I don't want to be with you, I don't love you, it is just a reminder to you that you don't love yourself enough. You don't respect yourself enough. I worked with this client. She was always very thin her whole life, and then polycystic ovarian disease hit her, and she gained a lot of weight within a short span of time. And after that, her esteem dropped majorly, and she stopped dating, she stopped hanging out with people, and then many years later she met her divine masculine, and the first thing that she felt was her divine masculine was going to reject her based on her weight. So that was a big thing that she was projecting, and she always felt that in order to mask that deficiency, because in her head being fat was a sin, being fat was a crime, and her family didn't help her much either, because her parents were constantly calling her fat. Her family were like, because she used to be like a supermodel, no, she used to be an actress and stuff like that. So when something like that changed, her family members are just in that place where they want her to become that version of herself, which gave her a lot of compliments. So she gained a lot of weight, went above 100 kilos. So she had extremely bad self-esteem at that point. So she used to cook a lot for a DM, and she thought that making him fat would equate to her being fat, and both of them are fat, then he wouldn't find a problem with weight. And so she cooked for him a lot, like constantly, all the time. Food was her love language. Like literally, she would go to his apartment, deliver food for him, like food. Like it was like. So there are three ways I analyzed it. Okay, number one is that she was trying to mask her insecurity. Number two, there was a lot of energy transference taking place as well. So before they came to Earth, it was an agreement that they both had, that in order to activate and certain codes between them, food was their means of energy transference. So two things were happening simultaneously. One, she was dealing with her own insecurities. Number two, she was also, doing mission work. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you. Hi, Amy. Good to see you. Hi, Anola. Good to see you. So that happened for a while, and her divine masculine was very, very angry, angry. Very angry with her, and used to be like, stop bringing me food, stop making me fat. And eventually he told her, I'm not interested in you, like I am not interested, like go away. And he wouldn't even have like lunch with her when they went out, or like or do anything related to food or drinks. So but then when I sat with her and actually deciphered what was going on in her psyche, I realized that she had very poor self-esteem. She hated herself. She hated her image. And fair enough, she had a perfect figure. She was a model. She was an actress. She was living her best life. She herself told me that she used to like make fun of fat people. That's how much the self-image meant a lot to her. So her identity was based on how she looked. And she knew, because a lot of men were interested in her before PCOS hit her. So she knows how the world works. It's very superficial. But the sad part is she was only exposed to people like that. And then she meets her DM, who's not exactly, but he does, based on what she told me, he does go to the gym, and he was a well-built guy. And very attractive guy too, like a guy where a lot of women would be attracted to if he were to walk into a room. So eventually she respected his space, and they've been separation. They are still in separation. But right now she loves herself. She values her body. And And I believe that will be the key to transforming her connection, her relationship with the DM. So, having said that, a huge part of how we see ourselves is what our DM is trying to repair and heal. Hey Shay, good to see you. Hey Marif, good to see you. So, a big part of it is to show you that you shouldn't feel that way about yourself. And you don't have to make up for things. So, example, if you feel unattractive, you don't have to equate it with love bombing to balance things. It's just not going to work. And your DM sees through you 100%. So that is not going to work at all. He knows your intentions. You may think that, hey, I've got a big plan in motion to make him fall. But if you don't love yourself, how do you expect your DM to be affectionate towards you when you feel your body is ugly, when you feel like even you wouldn't sleep with yourself? How can you expect your DM to be interested in you or want to be with you? When you think you are 100% ugly, that is the energy that you're putting out. So that's why divine feminines are very interesting, because they want to get into union, but they don't want to work on their own insecurities. They always look for shortcuts. Constantly, what shortcut is available, they want to take it because they think, oh, that way I can. And another thing is, a lot of divine feminines just want to hook and bait their DMs. They are not interested in him as a person. They are not interested in his feelings. They are not interested in what he is going through. Oh, thanks Shay for the really generous tip and angel number as well. Very, very lovely. So as I was saying, when you have no respect for yourself, how do you expect your DM to respect you? You may be the most famous person in the world. You may have all the career success in the world. You may be literally coming out on TV, and your DM will be seeing you. You probably switch off the TV because, he doesn't want to remember you. But the truth is, the day you start respecting yourself, the day you start loving yourself, the day you feel empowered, you will no longer feel rejected by your DM anymore. And that's when the true magic is born. So going back to why your DM blocks you, because you've blocked yourself in the simplest terms and in the simplest logic. When you block yourself, your DM blocks you. And there is no other way for you to wake up. And a lot of DFs I know go into desperation mode, angry mode. They want to just blame it all on him. The truth is, both of you are to blame. It takes two hands to clap. So if you're not in union, both of you are the reason to blame. Of course, I do say it in my videos all the time, the divine masculine is more awakened than you. Because the role of the divine masculine is to teach you self-worth and self-value and evolution. And in return, you teach him to be a man. You teach him that it's okay to be vulnerable because warriors cry too. So as much as he's teaching you to grow up, to become a woman, you are teaching him to become a man. Madonna, I worked so hard, lost 40 pounds, started a new career that's making me loads of money. I'm confident and I feel I've worked through so much trauma and I'm in a great healthy place and I'm okay by myself. So at this time, I give it to God. Exactly. When you are in this state, your DM will walk into your life. He will just walk into your life. This is 100% truth. Complete surrender to God is key. So when you have really extremely low self-esteem and you are really battling with so many issues, the best thing to do would be to surrender to God, to pray to God. And again, even this morning when I was thinking about stuff, God is equal to everyone. Every one of us have direct access to God, equal access to God. So you never have to feel that God is going to favor one person over another. No, God is out there. God is for everyone. But you have to ask. you have to ask to be given. Most of you just blame God but never ask God. So maybe you take this time to ask God, why am I going through this pain? Why am I in separation? And then the answers will come to you in plain sight. And then you will start to notice a lot of changes in your life. And one of the major changes will be, see, I'm trying to adjust my hair. One of the major changes will be you will be guided to the right people. A lot of my clients who come to me tell me that they're guided by God to come see me. You will be guided to the right books, to the right videos, to the right situations. So that's why all praise to God always. Every activator I do, every healing I do, everything, I always thank God for helping my clients achieve the best results ever. All right, now let's talk about ignoring. All right, so your DM doesn't block you, he doesn't ghost you, but he ignores you. I think that is very, very, very painful, because messages left unread or read but no response, right? That also sucks and that also hurts. So how do you handle that? So, again, are you ignoring yourself? Oh, Frank, thank you so much for the tip. Again, angel number tip. Really, really grateful for that. So, as I was saying, how do you handle when your DM is ignoring you? Quite on plain sight, So he has respected you and didn't block you, but he's still ignoring you. Either your message is archived on WhatsApp, he has never opened, or you send him a message on Messenger, even on a group chat, he ignores it. What is that trying to say? On a 3D perspective, he's just saying, leave me alone, stay out of this, just let me be me. But on a higher dimensional level, what your DM is trying to say is that, give me more time. And that I'm only doing this because I really, 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 really love you and respect you and adore you. And I want to do things to make things right, but I'm just not able to do it because right now I'm just overwhelmed with so much that's happening. My heart hurts, my heart breaks, and I just can't face you. This is exactly what's going through in their mind. And it's very sad because when you start channeling your DM, like how I channel all of your DMs every week, you will notice that they are trying to be a hero, they are trying to be a leader, they are trying to be a teacher, they are trying to do right by you. But if you keep on behaving like a girl at a candy shop, or a princess, or a pampered little daddy's girl, he's going to run away and never come by to your side. Hi Marsha, so glad to see you. Oh, Frank said, you must be lucky. Let's go to the, because he replied to Madonna's comment, block, ghosted, ignored. I get all three. Yeah, we should all go to the casino. How lucky. Michelle, we are definitely guided to those you are meant to find. I knew as soon as I saw you that we would connect. I'm grateful. Oh, Michelle, you are amazing. Even the other day I was telling my parents about like how you had visions of me way before you even met me. So you yourself are an amazing psychic. Rebecca, silent treatment following a confession. You know what? I love my DM a lot, and so do I adore all the other DMs, the DMs I work with, and the DMs of my divine feminine clients, because they're also adorable, the way they act, the way they behave. I was working with a client a couple of days back, and she was saying he ghosted me for 8 months, and then 3 weeks ago he comes back to me with an apology and to ghost me again. And she was saying that I was doing so well when he ghosted me because I out of sight, out of mind, right? And he has to come in to mess me up again. What am I supposed to do? Well, in Madonna's case, ghosted, blocked, very good, but at least he's not like coming in, giving you appearances and disappearing again. At least your DM is consistent. The thing is, people avoid and ignore things that they can't handle. People block people, like I say again and again, people whom they love a lot or hate a lot. So you decide what category you are on. So whether it's hate or love, they're still strong emotions. And if a person can have strong emotions for you, have already won the battle. Number 2, ignoring you. If a person can sit down, see through your messages and still ignore you, it just shows that they can't face you. All right? Because if it was a normal person, even if that person has a crush on you or if the person is interested in you, you can still reply to them and remind them that you're not interested in them or what. But the truth is, why hurt people, right? I always have this principle. If someone appreciates you, loves you, or is interested in you, you be polite to them. You tell them the truth, what's going on. I am committed to another person. I am in love with another person. Or I am just so in love with myself that I don't want to allow anyone else into my life. Honesty is great. So I downloaded ChatGPT. And because I have been cracking my head over writing a book for you guys, 1,000 ways your divine masculine says, I'm not interested in you. So I asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT stink because ChatGPT is like Google, right? It gets all the answers together and gives you the answer. So ChatGPT basically says when someone says they are not interested in you, they are not interested in you romantically, socially, in any way. So in other words, they basically want to cut you off from their lives. So that is ChatGPT's version. But that is not going to be applicable in a twin flame connection because that's not what your DM means. When a person truly loves you, they don't want to hurt you. When you see a beautiful rose in a garden, there are two types of people, the one who pluck it, the other who admire it. So your DM doesn't want to pluck you from your evolution and growth. Instead, he admires you from afar. And you have a lot of thorns too, if I use the rose analogy, right? So why not, instead of focusing on him all the time, focus on yourself? Because once you start hanging out with yourself, you'll realize you're a very fun place to be in. Even before I was in union, even when I was in separation, I always enjoyed being with myself. I learned to enjoy being with myself. And that has got to do with the 9 years I spent in Australia by myself. And it was very difficult having grown up in a very, very sheltered family, being daddy's girl, being mommy's girl, being pampered, not knowing anything about housework or even washing clothes. And then you're thrown into college and you have to live off. Of course, I was supported by my parents financially, but other things like cooking, which my mom taught me over Skype. But what I learned, and the biggest gift my parents gave me beyond my law education, is that freedom of independence, the freedom to make my own choices. I remember when I first walked into an Australian supermarket, first time I'm doing marketing, I ended up buying so much and they all ended up going to waste. And my mom is very frugal. Our whole life, she'll bring $10 to the supermarket and she'll buy a lot of things with $10. But now with inflation, that's impossible even for her. And me, on the other hand, my brother and I have always been about like, why are you so cheapskate, mom? Why? But then with me, she wanted me to learn things hard. So she'll be like, and then after I bring my groceries, I would show my mom over video call, I bought all this. Like I literally bought like 5 kilos of onions because they were like $3 for 5 kilos. But I am a single person, right, in college, that too in a hostel, and the kitchen is 4 floors down. So eventually, it's a cold country, so the onions lasted. But I was not going to use so many onions. But it was something that I learned, to be a smart shopper. So this is exactly what your DM is trying to do for you. He's making you understand yourself by putting you in positions where you are surviving by yourself too. So independence is something all of you need to experience at some point. So do that solo trip. I still do solo trips, even though I'm happily in union with my family, with my friends, with my DM. Even when I have kids, I would do it, because you need that time by yourself to reset, re-energize, and enjoy a place by yourself. Oh, Diana, thank you so much for the tip with that angel number, of course. So as I was saying, independence is a big part of the journey, and that's what your DM is trying to teach you. So if you don't learn that lesson right now, what is going to happen eventually is that you will start feeling extremely lonely. And when you start enjoying your own company, you become the most powerful person in the world, because nothing can affect you or break you. So learn basic survival skills: cooking, cleaning, surviving, earning money, everything, because this is what is going to be with you, skills to survive on earth. A lot of women have that victim mindset, dependency mindset, which is biological, because that's how it was, right? The role of women has always been behind the kitchen, but now things have changed. Finally, we are in the golden period of the age of conflict, where all these conflicts are coming out to create this equality, which we are all fighting for. But you see, I always see in terms of uniqueness, not equality. Women and men are very unique. Twin flames are also very unique, and every twin flames journey is very unique. But independence is something everyone can learn to be. Because when you go on that solo trip, your life will transform extremely. And then you will realize your DM ignoring you or pushing you away or blocking you or ghosting you won't matter, because you enjoy your own company. All right, I'm going to read some comments. Amy, I've learned to love being alone. Now my person lives in town after 3 years living an hour away. It has been an adjustment for me. I'm choosing to have no Exactly, no expectations. I've done so many videos on that as well. Rachel, yes, mine told me he loved me, then he told me I had a connection, but it's not romantic, then he blocked me. Typical DM. Madonna, right, definitely consistent. Okay, now I'm going to talk about what goes through the psyche behind the actions of the divine masculine. I'm going to spend the next 10-15 minutes talking about that. So what goes through your divine masculine's mind? Okay, your divine masculine, initially when he meets you, he's mirroring you. You're both not emotionally matured. So when a force like you comes to him, he becomes extremely triggered. And the trigger is what's causing him to act the way he acts. So it's either extremely loving towards you or extremely mean towards you. So going back to that case study I was sharing with you about the girl who was extremely obese, and all of us have been there at some point in our lives. Women and managing weight is a big thing. So he was extremely mean to her. Sometimes I feel so sad for her, and I told her that maybe it's a good thing you guys are in separation. So he will do things like she will literally come out of work during lunchtime, and he was working from home, and her place of work was close to her workplace. She would literally bring lunch that she cooked in the morning for him to deliver during her lunchtime. Not once would he have asked her, have you eaten? Or can we have lunch together? Or you will literally be like, oh, why don't you buy lunch on your way? And she has literally given him lunch, Even the lunch that he would accept it, he will eat it, but he was so mean to her. Extremely mean to her. And I was telling her, why would you do that? And I asked her, have you done that to anybody before. She said, no, I've never delivered food for people before. But she said that she is a very loving person, and naturally she loves to take care of her loved ones. But he was mean. Every word of his was mean. It was almost like he was screaming to her, grow up, little girl, and she was not getting the message. It was tough love and it was terrible. But in her defense, she said that I just wanted to spend time with him because deep within she knew that separation was coming. And whatever she could get, whatever excuse she could get, whatever minute she could get with him, she would. She even came to the point that because she knew that the guy, the DM, didn't want to see her, she would used to leave food at the reception so that he could collect it later, because for her, she needed some kind of connection. And today, even now, she breaks down when we have sessions where she tells me that I should have never told him that I love him, because if I haven't, at least we would have had a friendship. And she said that it was a mother who pushed her to do it, and she gets angry with her mother. But the truth is, her mother said this to her, you should have thought for yourself. I can only advise you and give you my opinion. But the point is, there's no point about regretting your actions. Like, whatever happened. You confessed your love, there's nothing you can do. But her DM did tell her that, like, after she did confess her love, that things will be awkward. And true enough, it has been. Slowly, the meetings declined. Initially, he saw her 3 months later, and after that, a year later. And then now it's been 2 years, and he still hasn't seen her. He just doesn't. And probably in his defense, it's like he was preparing her to completely let go of him, and it hurts. And I feel the pain of all my divine feminines and divine masculines. So it is painful, and it's very painful. And I do spend time crying sometimes for my clients, because all that you go through is extremely painful. But pain is a sign of growth. Pain is a sign of evolution. When we were growing up in our mother's womb, how much pain it took for us to even become a freaking fetus? We don't remember that pain because it's too painful to remember. Growing up, the first time we tried to walk, imagine how painful that would have been. And that's why you watch Lucy, you will understand the pain of everything. Amy, gosh, that makes me sad to hear that. It makes me sad that I begged for attention or love. I will not do that again, no matter how much I love him. We have been good, but I won't let myself go back to the place of chasing. Exactly. That's what I told her. You were chasing him. And it's sad because all she wanted was not even a marriage title, or she just wanted that connection, to feel that feeling that there was something going on between them. And now she's completely deprived of everything because he's completely ignoring her. Bhavani, pain is a sign of growth. I really needed to hear that. Oh, you're most welcome. Madonna, I'm 19 years older and a different race. His mom is 4 years younger than me, and he's very well known. I believe this plays a part in his silence. Absolutely, especially when your DM is a celebrity and stuff like that. It does take a toll because whatever they do, it becomes public attention. So this is what goes through his head. And you think it's easy for him to be mean? So I was actually channeling his actions retrospectively, and what the visions I got was that every time he was mean to her, he was actually crying and breaking down, or felt really bad about it. He felt bad. In fact, towards one of the very last conversations they had, he actually told her, you can torture me in our next lifetime. So he admitted to torturing her. Secondly, he also just told her that he doesn't believe in anything and that he's an atheist and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And he's got a freaking... the guy was Spanish. So he had the day of the date, that skull. So there was some kind of a belief, but he just wanted to say that atheist and blah blah blah, and he was making fun of, not making fun of her, just teasing her, saying that you can torture me in our next lifetime. But he doesn't know that next lifetime does exist, and if he doesn't get into union with his DF with his divine feminine in this lifetime, then the next life is going to happen. So it's interesting. Sometimes I'll tell her, it's like your DM knows everything that's happening, yet he feigns ignorance, because what he said is probably already happening. Maybe in the last lifetime you tortured him, that's why he's torturing you back. Have you ever thought about that? So yeah, so basically her DM said that 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 she could torture him in their next lifetime. But that's tough love, like what our beloved divine masculine reader is saying. I felt bad about the last convo with my DF for a while for the same reason. Tough love. Exactly. Tough love. Tough love creates growth. Marianne, before I knew we are TF, my DM told me not fall in love with each other, and that is, well, DMs don't know how to speak, they need to learn how to communicate. But yeah, they say all those kind of things that they don't, but you see, the sad part is sometimes the DM doesn't understand the vulnerability. So again, that girl has never confessed her love to anyone before. So first time telling someone, being vulnerable, even though she knew that he was going to reject her, he could have at least been nicer to her. But well, who am I to speak for her DM, right? But it's just the way it is. And that's why I can write a book, 1,000 Reasons How Your Divine Masculine Rejects You and How They Don't Mean It at All. And hopefully ChatGPT changes its answer after I publish that book. Because that's what ChatGPT does, right? All of the information funneled and summarized. If what is true, based on my own experience of what my DM has gone through, the divine masculine suffers more than the divine feminine. And every time they have to block, they have to ignore, they have to avoid, they do it because they love you so much. Because they feel that they are not good enough for you. They feel that you are not good enough for yourself too. They feel the way they look at you is out of pity and love and everything at the same time. And the purpose of the twin flame journey is soul growth and soul evolution. So everything that happens for a reason. There is no way to avoid it. It has to happen, be it this lifetime or next lifetime. But because we are in the age of conflict, the Iron Age, everything that is going to happen right away, because we are in the time of speed. So things like cause and effect, what goes around comes around, happens quite immediately. Not like in the golden age or silver age or bronze age, it happens in the next lifetime. Everything now happens now. So when the DM says torture me in the next lifetime, he means when they get into union in this lifetime. So that's what I tell her. Don't worry, he's going to get into union with you. You just play it cool, keep being successful, do whatever you want. You were a thin model, right now become a fat model or whatever. Do things that make you happy. Because the model in her is not going to change, right? She can model the new version of her. Amy, I know mine hurts. When I express my pain, I know it hurts him that I hurt. He just isn't able to open his heart due to multiple reasons. I know it isn't from a malicious place. Exactly. So let's explore that. So the multiple places comes from present life hurt, present life rejection. A lot goes with sexual libido as well. I've noticed that a lot of divine masculines reject because they feel like their masculinity, which is divine by sex, is not working. And I've heard some of my DFs tell me that their DMs have actually told her that they don't like sex, or they don't like intimacy because they fear it. And that is a big call for help, because they're actually telling you the truth, because they may have either been rejected by their past partners who told them things like they're not good in bed, or they're sexually terrible, or their whatever is not working. And it does affect men, like just like how if someone tells someone that their breast is too big or too small or whatever, it affects a woman. The size of their male organ does get affected. So you should always put yourself in their shoes. When a man says that he doesn't enjoy sex, he's either was terrible childhood or had terrible experiences with sex, that he doesn't want to have sex with anyone anymore. And of course he doesn't want to have sex with his DF, because she matters a lot to him, so he doesn't want to be in the position of deep rejection, right? So hence, that's the reason why always read between the lines. Your DM always has the answers in everything that he says, but you are just too blocked, too scared, too rejected to look beyond that. Hello, Marian. I had experienced all the TF process journey until I was in obsession, dark night of the soul, until I had a spiritual awakening. We are on and off union till now, and I'm learning to be non-attached and want to heal and become the best version of me. And I thank God I found you, Vaish, for goddess healing, and all your topics here help me a lot. Oh, you are amazing, Marian. I always enjoy doing all kinds of work, and right now I'm doing your soul realignment, and it's such a joy. It's always a joy to work with all of you. Each one of you all, have got work with me on a private, public capacity, and I have to say that I enjoy what I do. And yeah, so I'm opening the floor to questions right now, and then after that I will go to our favorite part, which is the channeling part. So as I had mentioned, I've live Q&A, so if you guys have any questions with regards to this topic, now is your time. If you have no questions, then I will skip to the channeling. Oh, thank you so much, Marian, for your generous donation. I really appreciate that. Guys, everything you guys tip me, it means a lot, because there is so much more time I can afford to create content for you all. And I'm so happy that you guys are so wonderful. And thank you, Carrie, for your tip too. So if you guys have no questions, I will go into channeling. But let me I know lah. Please, love, why does my DM react with hearts to other girls' pics, but at the same time he gives me 2 hearts to my pics, and I sent him in message and he follows a lot of girls? I know lah. Don't let the 3D world get to you, because your DM is just a very loving person. He's affectionate to everyone, to everybody, so you can't take that to heart. Like right now, from your message, it just shows that you come from a place of ownership. You want your DM to belong only to you, which is nothing wrong with that, but at the same time you can't deprive him of him communicating with the external world, or in other words, following other girls too. Even a married DM has got a lot of female friends, but his married DF respects that. You can't tell him, you have to cut off all your friends just because it affects you. It just shows that there's a part of you that needs healing. That's all. I hope that helps, Ainala. And now I'm going to start with Annette, who is always the first one to tip me right in the morning at 6 a.m. Singapore time. So, Annette, what is going on with you? Always a joy to read for you. So, Annette, firstly, I'm going to do a energy check. I see a lot of indigo and purple. So a lot of crown chakra activations are taking place right now for the both of you. So you may be getting a lot of messages from your guides and angels, both you and your divine masculine, that you're on the right path, and that Your patience is going to be rewarded, and things are happening in divine timing as well. I also see a massive, massive, massive download that's going to come your way in the next couple of days. And I also see a lot of things happening to your DM, a lot of green, which shows that his heart chakra is expanding massively. So the message I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he loves you a lot, and that there's so much going on with him right now, and it's your love that keeps him going. And it's like an inspiration, not only in this lifetime, but every lifetime for that matter. And because of that, he also wants you to know that he admires you and respects you, and he never ever wants you to feel that you're not enough. Because he feels that too. He feels your every thought. He feels your every feeling. He feels your purity. He feels your devotion. He feels everything that is going on with you. And your angels want you to know that all the work that you have been doing on yourself, it's all paying off. And as your third eye is being activated further and further, you'll receive more guidance and messages from the universe, from your angels, from God himself. So keep praying, keep surrendering, and enjoy the magnificence of the energetic dance that's taking place between you, because that is beautiful, Annette. And so that's what I have for you this week. So next up, you see, I'm very fair, you know, the lawyer in me always goes in order. Shannon also sent me a tip at 6:52 a.m. And Annette, you actually sent me my first tip at 5:45. Oh, you guys are so amazing. My life is at 9, but you guys start sending me tips way before. Next up, Shannon. Oh, always a joy to channel for you and read for you. And really, I really thank the universe. You found me through one of my YouTube videos, and now you're part of this amazing group, and you are meeting all of our other readers. And yeah, so basically, Shannon, what is going on right now is that your pureness is being highlighted further, and your Andromeda ancestry, soul history is coming to you as well. So there's a lot of soul communication that is taking place between you and your soul family in your dreams, in your sleep. And they want you to know that your divine masculine is also preparing himself for further soul growth and evolution. Hence, that's why there is this phase of separation at the moment. And the message I'm getting for you is that there's so much happening right now, and there's so many things that's going on in his life, and he feels like a couch potato. Literally, this is the message I'm getting from him. So Shannon, the message I'm getting from your DM is that he wants you to know that he is sorry for his behavior, and that he doesn't live up to your expectation, but he's trying, and he will keep trying until he becomes the best version of himself. He also wants you to know that he loves you unconditionally with so much depth and inspiration, and he knows that you belong to each other. And I would say that his chakras are looking pretty all right. A lot of work is happening with his root and his solar plexus, which is a sign of growth. All right, I hope that helps, Shannon. I'll go on to the next person. Guys, I'm following an order. So Erin, thank you so much for your tip. Next, Rachel, who donated to me at 7:13 a.m. So what's in store for you, Rachel? Let me see. So Rachel, what I have in store for you is that your DM wants you to know that he is afraid of everything as far as the connection is concerned. And he's afraid of confrontation because he knows that you're a lawyer, and he doesn't want to be confronted for his ill behavior, because he has always put you up in a pedestal, and he knows that you're not afraid of confrontation. So that's what's going on in his mind right now. Constantly for the last several months, even, how is he going to face you in a proper conversation? Because he has been mean to you. He has been extremely, extremely, extremely mean to you, and it's not fair that he has been mean to you, right? So he carries a lot of guilt. So chakra wise, I see his throat chakra opening up. See, Rachel is telling me this is true. And so he will, with the help of his third eye and crown chakra, he will come to you in divine timing and apologize in the grandest way possible. All right, I hope that helps. Rachel, next up, I've got Dawn. Always, always a joy to channel for you, Dawn. All right, what do I have for you? So the messages I have from your angels are that they want you to know, Dawn, that you are beautiful. You are full of love, life, and everything. And you deserve so much more in your life, because you are right on the edge of major success in all aspects of your life. It's like the career success that has been stagnant all these years is coming in full form, and you're going to make a lot of wealth and a lot of money. A lot of opportunities are just going to come to you, and your DM is going to come in right when you are lucky in all aspects of your life. Slowly you will notice the bad stuff disappearing and only the good stuff coming in. And the message I have from your divine masculine is that he's trapped in situationships that he never thought he would be trapped. But unfortunately, that's what he's going through. He's trying to take more and more responsibility for it. He's highly apologetic for being mean to you in the past. It's something that he never wanted to do, but he did what he did. He never wanted to say stuff that was going to affect you, but he did. But he does say that he will come back to you at a divine time. All right, guys, you can send me a tip and that will guarantee you a reading. I will send you guys my PayPal. I'm going in order of the tips I have received today. So guys, these are my tips, and please be patient until your turn comes in, because in this way I don't miss out anybody. So I'm just following the order of my tips. So next up, I've got beautiful Mai and her angel number tip. I love it. Thank you, Mai. You are amazing. So Mai, what is in store for you this week? So energetically, things are transforming. There is a lot of movement that's happening energetically between you and your DM. So this is the time to be really, really open to a lot of 5D communication as well as 3D, because I feel like they are both kind of like merging with one another. So you will see more opportunities in 3D coming up for you in terms of spending more time. Another thing I've noticed is that there is this deep level of an energetic dance happening multidimensionally for you. So I'm seeing a lot of gold and purple and green, which indicates 14, 17 and 19th dimensional level inspiration. So that is also helping you in your healing process. So I do see a lot of healing coming to you from the anti-material worlds, which is where the souls come from. So that is a very good sign. And the messages that your DM has for you is that he is in full admiration for you. He's in full awe. He is very, 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 very happy about a lot of things that has been happening and taking place in your life. And he wants you to know that there is so much he wants to do, and yet he's not able to do at the moment, but that will change. So he wants to give you the assurance that things are changing, and for you not to give up on him or the relationship and keep getting unwavering support from the universe and God. So that's his message to you. So next up, oh, Pang Q. Do you have a question, Q? I know you messaged me that you have some questions, or do you want me to just do a general reading? All right. Probably are not here, but what is in store for you, Q? There is a lot of changes taking place, and that has got a lot to do with the goddess portal and the September energies. So, the messages that I am getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he's preparing himself. He's healing a lot. He's seeking help in his own way, in terms of hanging out with his guy friends and going to the gym a lot, and he's somehow healing in his own way and in his own rhythm. Thanks you. So as I was saying, he's healing in his own way and his own rhythm, not exactly in a spiritual way, but of course the healing that I'm doing for the both of you is affecting both of you. And one thing I can say is that he wants you to know, his higher self wants you to know that he is trying to become the best version of himself so that he can give you the respect you deserve. Because all this while he feels like he's not 100% when he's with you. And he doesn't want that to happen in the future. So that's what is happening energetically, Q. Basically, he wants you to know that he adores everything about you, your strength, like the ability to be a superwoman in your life, the ability to do so many things, to play so many roles and do it to your best. And he gets inspiration from that. And that is what inspires him to become a good version of himself too. So energetically, there is a lot of expansion in his heart and his crown chakra. So he's getting a lot of wisdom from his own higher self. And for you, energetically, you're flourishing. I see a lot of progress taking place in your life. And also, I see so much more growth in your sacral chakra. It feels like you're more balanced with your feelings and emotions. So I would say overall things are going in the right direction. And I hope this reading helps you. Next up, I have got Shay, our favorite Martian starseed. So what do I have for you? All right, Shay, just a moment. Q said something. He has been distant right now. Don't worry, the distance, like I said, is him doing work on himself, like spending all this time trying to, in his man cave, in other words, trying to reflect in retrospection on what to do and where to bring this relationship. That's why the distance is actually to become closer. All right, next up, Shay. So what is happening with Shay and her DM? So Shay, as usual, your DM wants to bring you flowers all the time. So in other words, he wants to be very, very, very romantic towards you because he feels that all the soul growth and the soul work is going on well, and he can feel the differences in your energies extremely a lot. And he wants you to know the messages I'm channeling from your divine masculine is that he's hurting a lot by the way the world is, yet he feels he's not man enough for you. But and he knows that that isn't true because he's always trying to do right by you. He always wants to do things to try his best to help you and help himself at the same time. So his messages to you would be that he loves you a lot and he wants to do everything and anything he can to rekindle the love within you And he wants you to know that you are valued, you're appreciated, you're full of grace and full of love. And he values every single bit of you. And he enjoys you so much. He loves you so much. And he remembers past lives because they keep coming in his dream state. And he just wants you to know that he is extremely thrilled and gifted and in a state of great joy to be with you always. And his silence doesn't mean that he doesn't love you, it's just that he's hurting a lot, like how I started my reading, and he's trying to figure things out, because every time he's vulnerable, he doesn't want to show the side of you, Shay. He doesn't want to show that side of him to you, because he doesn't want to portray himself as a weak man. So that's what's going on. But don't worry, he will communicate with you again, and it will be better, because every time he communicates with you, it gets better. It's only going to get better and better. And you're so blessed. You're both so blessed. You're so loved, and you're always being guided and protected by God. So next up, I've got Frank. Before that, I'm going to take a break because I have 6 more readings to do. I know, right? The silence is deafening. See, if I had a makeup assistant right now, it would be touch up time, like my lipstick and stuff. All right, Frank, what is in store for you? A lot of great opportunities are coming your way. You're being divinely guided by your guidance team, by your angels. Also, I am so privileged to be your teacher, and seeing you grow is my greatest joy ever. I really enjoy seeing my students excelling, growing, finding more and more about themselves and realizing their full avatar version. So, Frank, you are on a roll, and abundance and luck and respect. A lot of people are admiring you, are adoring you, are valuing you, and this is the golden period for you right now to build the necessary connections with the world, because as an awakening divine masculine, your mission is to be of service to others. And this will inspire your own divine feminine, because she is again watching you energetically, watching you from afar. And right now, even with that amazing promotion you have right now with Andromeda Healing, which great pleasure in teaching you, guiding you, and helping you realize your full potential, I would urge all of you to try Frank's healing, because we have been working for months now, and I am so glad that I have been in his path again by God to help him realize his potential as a healer. So you guys should try him out. So Frank, I just want to say that this is a golden period for you, and it's only going to get better and better and better. By the time you turn 30, it will only be luck and abundance and overflowing praises and respect for you. Your divine feminine will also realize this, because she's also direct mirroring you. So she will find success in her own life as well. And the messages from her multidimensional self to you is that she's so proud of you. She's so proud of your achievements. She's so proud of the man you're becoming, a teacher to the world, a guide to the world, a healer to the world, and all of these just expands the heart further. So Frank, this is your time. Enjoy it. All my blessings to you always, as your teacher, as your guide, as your friend. Always. May good things happen to you always. All right, next up, I have got Diana, my another favorite student. You see, all my students are my favorite. specifically Diana and Frank, who are also readers in this group. So Diana, golden period for you too, as you are growing and expanding and realizing your potential as a great psychic, as a great reader, as a great teacher, as a great healer, all of this. So Frank, same for you as well. You're both in the periods of time where you're realizing your utmost potential as being great teachers and healers and psychics to the world. So Diana, this is your time, and your divine masculine is in so much awe with you, and hence that's why he was waltzing into your life, and he will continue to waltz into your life. But like I say again and again, to him, he needs to have that in-person communication for him to truly express his feelings. And he doesn't want to say it over message, because he doesn't want to end up hurting you or breaking you, because you don't deserve any kind of that. Right now, he can see that you are realizing the goddess within you, because your energies are infectious. He feels it, it's intoxicating. Sometimes he can't even breathe when he wakes up with a dream of you with him. In love, making love, expressing love, having heart-to-heart conversations. So it's a golden period for you, Diana, and I would say keep blossoming, keep growing, keep achieving, and you have the blessings of me always. God always blesses you. You have the guidance of and support of all of us here. And keep growing, and girl, go build your empire because that's what you're meant to do. All right, next up I have Marian. Always a joy to read for you, Marian, and always a joy to work on all of your healings, because you are such a divine, gorgeous, God-loving, God-devoted soul, because you are completely surrendered to God. And I can see that energetically. Each one of you, I can see how much you've surrendered to God. And Marian, you are like leading, you have so much faith. You are like completely, like everything you do, God is literally walking next to you. All the luck, all the abundance, everything that you get, you're being guided by God. And I just want to say that right now things are looking really prosperous and good, because you are continue to being the goddess you are, full of grace, full of light, full of potential, full of growth. And this is an amazing period for further transformation, because there are many career opportunities coming your way. There is so much taking place. There's so much going on with you at the moment that you will be getting a lot of support as your parents fly into Canada as well. More job opportunities will line up then when you have got all the help and assistance, and things with your karmic will also balance out, because he has no more power over you, and he's realizing that. So your DM is admiring every essence, every bit of you, because you are full of love and potential. He has never experienced a love like that before. And hence, that's the reason why he keeps on doing what he can, sending you love energetically, sending you light energetically. Sometimes you may even be feeling his presence when you wake up in the morning, because he's literally there, waking up next to you. His energetic body, he's there with you, making love to you in the ether, and so much. There's so much potential, so much love. Chakra wise, I see a massive heart chakra transformation and a throat chakra transformation. So be ready for a lot of changes coming your way. For him to, his presence in your life will solidify more and more. Things will change and transform, and a lot of things that you feel like has not been happening for you will start happening for you, because again, you are entering a period of great soul, great evolution, great soul growth and evolution. So I will also say that you're entering a golden period of opportunity, luck, abundance, strength, growth, confidence. I notice your confidence have skyrocketed right now. You know, your solar plexus is shining through. I see a radiant golden aura around you, sacral and your soul chakra, because that is an indicator that transformation, it's at its peak. I hope that helps, Marian. And the messages I have from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he loves you a lot, he admires you a lot, and that he wishes you all the best, and he will support you physically, 3D, 4D, 5D, multidimensionally. He will always be there for you, and you can count on him. I hope you like that message, Marian. And I will go. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Marian. You're the best. Next up, I've got Carrie. Oh, Carrie, thank you so much for your tip. So, Carrie, what is in store for you? So, Carrie, channeling your life, and the messages I'm getting from your angels are that they want you to know that you are entering a great period of abundance, love, growth, evolution, and opportunities. And it's an indicator that these things will help you to elevate your life further, as right now, vibrationally, you are evolving a lot. So a quick chakra analysis shows that there still needs work to be done in your crown chakra and your root chakra, because then all your chakras will be balanced, because these blocks don't come from this lifetime, they come from past lifetimes as well. So the more you surrender to God, the more you surrender to the universe, go connect with nature, have salt baths, go to the ocean, or anything you enjoy in terms of nature, you will feel the release more and more. In terms of your love life, your angels want you to know that you are in for a surprise, and that surprise will come in the most unexpected time. So it could be some kind of communication or some kind of a gift. So that is what's happening for you, Carrie, and you're blessed, you're loved, and you're full of abundance. And that is what God wants you to know, that you are always guided, you're always protected, and keep surrendering to love, light, and everything. And then I've got Erin. Oh, Erin, always, always, always a joy to read for you and work on your healings. And I just want to say that, like what I said last week, many more opportunities are going to come your way. You may feel like this is a period of stagnation, but the stagnation translates to opportunities. And your twin flame has a lot to say, even multidimensionally. And the message I'm getting from your TF is that a lot of things are meant to come your way because they are part of your soul mission. Some of the soul missions, you guys are doing it together. So your twin flame wants you to know that stay strong, keep going out to nature, keep recharging from nature, because that's where you're truly, truly, truly growing. Also, the messages I'm getting from your angels are that do not ever give up. You have so much potential for love, life, growth, opportunities, and definitely there is a teacher within you that's wanting to help serve the world. So you got to find your passion. You got to find something that has teaching in it, because you are meant to mentor and elevate a lot of people. So that is in your destiny, Erin, and I hope that reading helps. Finally, I've got Madonna. So Madonna has a request, channel message from Ryan. All right, I am going to go have a sip of water. Lately, I've been really enjoying wearing the color white. I've been so obsessed with white, and in Singapore, the court attire is black, white, and black. You know, so you wear a white shirt, a black skirt or pants, and a coat. And the reason why we wear white is because our heart is meant to be pure always. And for lawyers, that is how it should be. And that's why The court attire is designed that way because the white, so even if you have black over, because that reflects the gray area of law, the white is a reminder to always do things from your heart, and hence why we wear the color white. And lately I've just been so in love with the color white, and I'm like just getting all the white t-shirts and blouses and dresses out, and that's what I've been wearing. Even some of my client meetings, you'd have noticed that I'm so in love with white again. I've always loved white. Green and white are my favorite colors, like emerald green and white, but lately white has been my number one favorite. See, I even got a white pillow with an elephant on it. So good to support my back. Anyway, Madonna, the message I have from Ryan to you is that all the ghosting, ignoring, everything that he did, he never meant to do it to hurt you. In fact, he wants to sing you a song, but doesn't know what song to sing to you, because all the love songs in the world he wants to dedicate to you. And he feels that he's not good enough for you now that you're extremely successful and you're doing so well for yourself. He doesn't want to come into your life and mess things up. So this is the insecure part of himself speaking, So I'm channeling his 1D to 3D. But his higher self wants you to continue doing what you do. And when you are completely detached to him, the magic will happen. When you're at the peak of your soul growth and soul work and soul evolution, and when you get all the healings and everything done through nature, through healers like me, and through everything, you will notice an extreme shift in your life. So his higher self's message to you is that he wants you to know that he loves you, and all the pain he caused you or causes you is part of the soul growth he needs to inspire in you, because it connects to your soul mission. And that soul mission is something that you both agreed before incarnating on earth. So Madonna, keep on doing your best, because every time you do your best, it empowers your DM, because that is the love language between you, because right now you're not communicating in 3D. So his message from 3D to you is that he is so in awe with your success, and that he even feels jealous sometimes that you have become successful in a very short period of time. But it is more of admiration than jealousy. So I'm directly channeling his thoughts. So yeah. So if it is words I wouldn't use, like jealousy and stuff. But basically, he wants you to know that he will come to his senses and he will unblock you and he will communicate with you again. But he needs time, and he's begging you for that time and space to do it at his own timing, because he feels you all the time. He thinks about you all the time, and he knows that because he knows that you feel that too. So that's the message I have for you, Madonna, and I hope that helps. So guys, if you guys want a channel live reading, feel free to send me a tip, because I've been doing this. I used to do it for free, but now it's part of a healthy energy exchange. Something, I don't have a minimum donation number, but something so that I can also do a reading. So if you guys want a reading, please send a tip, and then I'll do a live channeling for you guys. And I'm just going to see if there's any readings that I want to pick, that I feel like reading. Let me just go through. All right, Chantel, is there any messages from my DM that he likes to communicate with me? Thank you. All right, Chantel, the messages I'm getting from your person is that he wants a lot of space at the moment, because right now he's going through a massive change in his life. I feel like it's career related, and he's just trying to cut off any kind of interactions from the world, and he wants to really delve in his own essence, because he feels that self-reflection will help him with his self-growth. He wants you to know that he has a lot of admiration and love and respect for you, but only when the time is right, he will communicate with you. And he wants you to be patient, and he wants you to do his best. he wants you to know that he's doing his best. Sorry, I do so many channelings, I'm getting tired myself. I hope that helps, Chantel. And then I have got Michelle. All right, Michelle, beautiful Michelle. So what messages do I have in store for you, Michelle? So, Michelle, I just want you to know that do not give up. Everything that's being put to you is part of a test from the universe, because you and your DM are such powerful magnetic flames, that the universe wants you to know that right now everything that's happening is preparation for your own soul growth and evolution, so that you guys can come together and start doing missions to empower earth more and more. So all the pain that you're going through is a sign of growth and transmutation. And Michelle, you're such a beautiful soul, and you are extremely beautiful, and your angels want you to know that you are full of love and light, and that everything that you're doing is based on all of that you've already been doing for all the other past lifetimes. All right, I received another tip. Thank you, Harshi. So let me look at Harshi's question. Can you read for me, please? Sunny's ignoring me from 1 year and 9 months. You guys are in separation. He never blocks me, but ignore on social media. All right, let me see what I have in store for you. Again, Harshi, he's threatened by who you are, because to him, you are way above his standards. So even on a 3D level, he thinks that he's not good enough for you, because his whole life, he has never been given the love or respect that he deserved. So because of all that childhood trauma that goes on his life, he tends to project it on you, and his way of projection is ignoring you, because he feels that ignoring you it's the only way to let you live your life, because he wants the best for you, and he does it from a very pure space. He doesn't understand the connection between the both of you. He doesn't understand that the depth of the love he has for you either. So there's a lot that's going on between you. So the messages I'm getting from him is that he wants you to not give up on yourself, but at the same time, he wants you to focus on your life too, because there's a lot of amazing opportunities that are coming your way, and he doesn't want to be detrimental in affecting your progress. So he feels that ignoring you is the best way for you to let go of him. And that's what's going through in his mind right now. But however, in the grand stream of things in the universe, he doesn't quite understand the love he feels for you yet. So you need to give him time. And if time is a big thing, and it is a big thing for a lot of us, for every one of us, time is gold, time is money, time is everything, right? So it goes down to how much are you willing to sacrifice for this connection? How much are you willing to sacrifice for this relationship, for the love you have towards him? So see it as a test, but also remember that those who wait will always be handsomely rewarded. So keep sending love and light to him. Keep sending everything that you can, that you want to see in your own life, and then by some miracle and the blessings of God, may he return to you. Meanwhile, fully spend time in empowering yourself, because this is what life is about, finding the love within you. And when you start finding the love within you, the magic will start happening. So your question is, I know that why he does it, but I'm confused why he doesn't open up. If he loves me still or just moved on with someone else, I'm never going to give up on him. You see, this is devotion. This is the respect you have for your love towards him. But why he doesn't open up is because he has a massive throat chakra block. He has a massive solar chakra block. He also has a massive sacral chakra block. So he tries to get into situations which doesn't require him much effort. So he tries to be with women who he's not in love with, because then he doesn't need to be hurt. He doesn't, with you, if he gets to be with you, he needs to be naked, he needs to be transparent, and he's not able to do that yet. But just because he's not able to do that now doesn't mean he won't be able to do that in the future. So you have to just not give up on him, because if this is the path you choose, then patience, devotion, like all everyone in the world, if you want something, you need to be willing to give up everything. So I think you're on the right track with that. So divine blessings to you. All right, so I'm going to do Marsha. So Marsha says, what does Jim have to say today? Thank you. I'm going to PM you for a cleansing, etc. All right. So I just did your reading on the group, Marsha. And well, what Jim wants you to know is that he is so confused up there, and everything is coming into his life, and there's so much that is happening with him that he just doesn't know how to express. There's so much he wants to do, yet he's afraid of the little heaven you have created in your own life with your own spouse and your own children, and he doesn't want to be a party popper. So there's a lot of guilt that he is feeling. So he basically wants you to know that the love he has for you goes beyond the earthly plane. It is multidimensional. It's almost an energetic wave. It's an energetic dance. So that's the message I have for you, Marsha, and I hope that helps. All right, guys, if no one else wants a reading, you guys can still send me a tip, or I'm going to close the session. Wow, I never thought that I would go for 90 minutes, but well, it was an interesting topic. Again, guys, I have got an amazing... Oh, Erin, I actually did yours already. So if you go up, I've done it, hun. In fact, yours was... Because yours was the... So yours is right in the middle. Let me see. No, yours is the third last paid channeling I did. So I think if you rewind back 20 minutes before, you should be fine, your reading. Yeah. I was going to say something. Yes, guys, so I'm having an amazing promotion on my website right now. Use the coupon code weekend special 1617, and you will automatically receive 11% discount on all products, including the products that are already on promotion. So you will enjoy a further discount. I would highly recommend the Union Activators. You know, Adriel just did a big shout out in the group for me. And really, all my clients who have been purchasing the Activators are seeing miracles in their life. Again, all praise to God that I have this gift to work with the arts of quantum healing. I work a lot with 12D, 9D, 8D, depending. Sometimes I even have to tap onto like 5D or 6D, and again, I customize all healings to you, for you. So I would highly recommend that. Especially I have some packages, so I've got 1D and 2D activators together. So with the discount, the 11%, you will save more. And again, this 11% discount is only valid for 48 hours, again in dedication to the Goddess Portal. I'll also highly recommend the Soul Realignment. You guys must get it, because that is like the Rolls Royce of clearings and healings. If you get that, every other healing you do will just amplify it. So I would highly recommend you to guys get at least a healing or a reading or an activator or channeling from me, because it will really, I am blessed and I have great pleasure, a lot of pleasure, of course, in making your wishes come true. Absolutely. But I highly recommend you get a private service from me. You know, I've got over 300 services on my website. You guys can check them all out. If you want to inquire, please send a message through my website or DM me. Teeny, I hope you can check out my website. All my prices are stated there. Just give me a moment. I will pull out the link to my website, and then you can see all the prices are there. So for new clients, I have got the 30-minute Zoom session on promotion as well. So yes, that is my website and all of it is there. All right, guys, I would again recommend all of our readers, and you guys can always get a free reading from our group. In fact, we recommend you getting a free reading from the group, and you can always request for me, my readers, my students, and we are here to serve you with the fullest of our hearts. And again, a big thank you to MJ for running this group in such beauty and grace. You are the best. Again, I want to thank you all for your kind and generous tips, because then I can create more content, and also for all your support. And I really would urge you guys to take advantage. So that's the coupon code to my website. Let me write it here. Coupon code weekend special 1617. All right, guys, if you guys have no other questions, I see all of you are leaving. I'm just going to read Chantal. Thank you so much for the incredible information, so relevant. Most of us struggle with no communication on all the triggers. Thank you once again. God bless you all. Thank you, Chantal. God bless you too. Mai, thank you so much for your life and channeling. Vaj, appreciate you so much and truly grateful for you. Guys, I'll be grateful if you guys can leave a review on my album. If you guys have the time, that will mean a lot. And also please feel free to suggest topics as well. So I'll give you the link to my album so you guys can leave me a review. I'll appreciate that a lot. And also suggestions, if that is good, I'll appreciate that a lot too. So this is the link to my album. Just a second, guys, let me pull that up. Again, I'm also an admin in the group, so if you have got any issues, you guys can always write to me. And again, some rules of the group is that, please do not delete your readings. MJ has already posted it, and she's very, very strict about it, because you see, some of the members who used to request for readings, they can become quite interesting. They like to switch names, change names to try to trick. But the thing is, you're not tricking us, the readers, you're actually tricking the universe, because as psychics, primarily we access information from the multi-dimensions, Akashic records, so many ways. So when you keep asking the same questions, or you're trying to trick us, or you have a bad intention, the reading is not going to come true. So don't delete your readings. Everything is safe in this group. And also, if there's anything you want to share, always feel free to post, and we will approve it. If there's any question that you would want to welcome a group discussions, also feel free to share it in the group as well. Again, I'll be doing more and more mini videos, so always watch the space. You can always look at my YouTube playlist, because I've compiled it together for easier access, which I couldn't do it through the group. Besides that, connection checks can be done through the group as well, which is highly recommended. So you can always request, and they're always double checked by me, so you don't have to worry. Our channelings will always be on par in that way. And the reason why we do double checks and triple checks and multiple checks is so that we can offer you the best guidance possible. So again, love and respect to all our readers, and everyone puts in a lot of effort. A lot of us, we do this as a side, on the side. So we have full-time jobs, we have families, starting new families. So there's a lot that's going on. So please be patient. Sometimes our readers may take longer to deliver their readings, but we appreciate your patience, because again, it's a free reading, guys. And all of our readers, my students who are readers in the group included, put in a lot of time and effort, because they want to bring you the best. So again, you can request for any one of us. You can always look at our albums and our promotions. So, and if you always want to support us, you can directly contact us. You can send us a tip. Again, I wanted to thank you all. Sorry for my long admin speech. I had to do it. Again, I don't know why MJ is not here. She might have missed my live. But again, love you all. You guys are amazing. And I just want to wish you all the best. And I will come again next week with another amazing topic. And again, you can suggest it in my album. Yes, you can go to this page that you're watching this live to request for a free reading. So you can put my name in the request. So the instructions are up there. Basically, you post on the wall with your name, your DM's full name, if you think that person is your DM. So we will do a connection check whether to confirm that person is your DM or not. And we'll take it from there. Again, you can request for any one of us. And then, of course, if you want a further reading, a private reading, you can always, check our individual albums or go to my website directly. So again, guys, take care. And Tini, I hope I've answered your question. All right, have a lovely, 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 lovely weekend. All the best to you all. And thank you to all the tips again from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate that a lot. And again, I have such joy. I would highly recommend soul realignment, guys, because that is, like I say, the Rolls Royce of all clearings, because you get that, it resets you. It's expensive because, like I say, it takes 44 to 88 hours for me to do. And again, it's a long process. Sometimes it even takes longer because there's only this much your physical body can take. So again, yes, I always do the moon healings fortnightly, so you can always get that. So those healings are affordable. It's like $34. So yes, always check out my website. I'm always putting in new promos and sales, and so check that out. All right, have a great weekend. And again, salute to the goddesses as the goddess portal ends today. And blessings to all of you. All right, take care, everyone, and bye-bye. Bye. Bye to you all, beautiful people.